Hey everybody, Dustin Young here, Lone Roamer. Day 2 of the wall build, and we've got the wall up. I still need to put a finish on it. Change this to a black plug, put in a nice outlet cover. All the screws are in, all 264, that was good times. And now it's time to figure out where the bikes are gonna go and get all that set up. So I'm gonna start the bike layout, gonna try bikes pointing at each other, bikes going in one direction, kind of see what I like, how I can get it laid out, get a little bit of shelf space, put some things that belong with the bikes up, and we're just going to spend some time getting this part of the wall done. Hope you enjoy seeing how that goes, and as we move along, if I come up with anything great, I'll get you some tips and tricks. Again, like this video, comment, subscribe to the channel. You're really trying to get this thing built out, and look forward to seeing everybody at the end of this video and talking about what I found and what we like and how it came out.
Hey everybody, we are about to put in this top piece and get everything lined up, get the board trimmed. I did the measurements. I needed a board that was 7 and 1/8 inches, and so I set that up. And I used a skill saw to do this. It's pine, it's pretty soft, and I wasn't too worried about running into issues like wander or any kind of burning of the blades. Since it is pine, it's super soft. One of the really cool things about doing it this way is it left me with about the right height of trim. So I'll make another one of these for the upper trim piece later. But for now, as you can see, this set up a great upper board. It's all put together, getting all the screws put in. The wife helped. A long board like that will want to wobble a little, so she was a great help, held everything in place. She was always really good about lifting everything up, and we ended up getting this top board installed. And you can't complain about that when you're trying to get a wall built, because sometimes it's boards that run on edges that can be the most work. So here we're getting into getting the configuration of the bikes on the wall worked out. And I really wanted to spend some time because I want to build some shelves. I want to be able to do some product placement for things I'm going to review. Really cool jug my wife made me with the YouTube channel name on it, and just helmets and anything else you'd want to stick on the wall. So getting the bike set up, the shelving space between, really knowing how I want to get that done. Also, if you notice a change in the video, the electrical outlet is no longer white. I ended up using a dark brown plug with a metal outlet cover that was done in a bronze sort of rustic finish because it is a rustic wall. And it really blends in well now. I think it looks great. Tell me what you think about that. So as you can see, as you're setting up these bikes, the attachments I used are pedal hooks. So what you have to do is you have to get the bike set up in the right place, figure out exactly where you want it, left to right. I decided to point the bikes at each other, and then I wanted the pedal attachments to be in studs, and I got all that set up and set them up correct from the wall. It really does help to have two people. It's fantastic. Get my wife in here helping out. By the way, my wife is a personal trainer, and you can check her out at Fit Pro Solutions, and she will definitely make you a better mountain biker and get you rocking and rolling. So here I'm setting up the wheel mounts when you're up. If on the lower wheels are actually sitting on the stem wall, but these wheels need to be set up on the metal. So I put in the first one, I sort of determine my height, set it level. Then I use the long level, the 48-inch level, to set the next one up correctly. And then once we got those installed, and they happened to both mount into studs all the way through, which was fantastic. Then I set up and used the pedal mount and got that done. Do the exact same thing on the other bike. I know there's no saddle on this bike, but that's because my saddle is on another bike temporarily. But that is a really cool custom build. I will do a review on it. See here, get the level, same thing. I want the wheels to be level on both bikes, even though her bikes are a lot smaller. I want the wheel level height to look good. It's a preference of mine. I would say you could get creative and actually move the bikes around a little bit and get a little bit of a dynamic look to the wall also. But for me, I really wanted to do it this way. We got all the bikes mounted. I know this is a time lapse with my GoPro Hero 9. Absolutely love that camera. You can do cool stuff with it. But we got this done probably in 45 minutes to an hour. Really happy with it. And it gave us a really great bike setup. Tell me what you think about how the bikes are on the wall.
Hey everybody, cranking through day 2, getting this wall build done. Everything worked out really well. You can see in the time-lapse portion, we nailed studs. My screw lines all stayed super nice. This is the only one not in a screw line, but it's nicely in wood. Everything's gonna go. We got the his and her side of bikes. Everything's put away. We're gonna get some shelving, helmets, backpacks, all that stuff will get put away. A really cool jug my wife made me will go on the wall. So, this will wrap up day 2. The big thing to pay attention to when you're doing something like this is you can either put them where they fit best and build a space, or I decided I liked them nice and level. So everything is in alignment on this one. It generally puts all these at a similar height, although that's determined by tire height and your bike and crank and bottom bracket drop. So you got to do each of these individually. You can't just put them up and stick any bike on them. It's the only downside when you change bikes. You may have to make some adjustments. It might not exactly fit, but it looks good. It puts them away nice. It tucks them up against the wall. If you turn them and hang them lengthwise, they stick out pretty far, then you can't put a car in here during the day. I'm excited to get this wall built. I'm excited to get this done. This is where I'm going to record a lot of my reviews and things for the channel. And so this has been a lot of fun to get this project underway. Once we get going and I figure out the stain color, that's the next step. So you're going to see me go through that process and get the shelving up and really see how it goes. So you'll stay tuned. There'll be a part 3 to this video. Go ahead and like if you like it. Comment. Was there anything you do different? Is there something you would build a little differently, or something you see and say, hey, if you flip the bikes around, I think they'd look better, although I'd have to redo a bunch of stuff, but we could do something like that. So give me your input, give me your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everybody out there. Have an awesome rest of your day.